Now, your SkyWarn 13 weather forecast.
Well, last night we had that kind of weak cold front move through, but there were a few spots that got into some showers and a few storms, some of which turned on the stronger side, where there were some areas that got into a little bit of hail, mostly about pea size or slightly bigger than that. However, in the wake of that, we did have some relatively drier air, meaning that our dew points were still into the low 60s throughout the morning, but we didn't quite have all that fog like we had yesterday morning. And now that we have winds that are mostly out of the west, it's helping to push some of that smoke that we've had near the surface on its way out. But to our south, things were rather active throughout the morning, and still the case towards parts of western Illinois. There were some strong and even a few severe thunderstorms that rolled through southern Iowa and northern parts of Missouri. You can see by that cloud shield that's been working further towards the east. But for us, we've just had a few thin cirrus clouds move through, but otherwise things have stayed largely quiet, and that's going to be the case through the afternoon. Now, the next couple of days, Mother Nature essentially has our forecast on repeat, as we'll have this widespread sun with a little bit of passing clouds from time to time, but temperatures are going to be very similar, and well, that noticeable humidity is still going to stick around. Nothing that's overly oppressive, but still, again, it's one thing that you'll notice. Here's a look at our Nicolay Bank Skycam overlooking Hastings Way. You can see just a few of those cumulus clouds out, and then a few cirrus clouds that are a little bit higher up. Those are those thin and wispy clouds. But temperature of 83 degrees. Dew point now at 59. Been hovering around that 60-degree mark for most of the morning. And winds mostly out of the west at 10 miles per hour. But a lot of us into the 80s across the viewing area. Some mid-80s towards our lower elevations. 84 right now in Black River Falls. And further up towards the north, that's where we have some upper 70s. A little bit more comfortable up that way for now. But again, winds pretty light out of the west. Most of us between 3 and 8 miles per hour. Eau Claire the exception with a 10-mile-per-hour wind. But most of our dew points, again, upper 50s, low 60s. We have some mid-60s for those dew points. A little bit muggier further towards the north with Rice Lake at 66 degrees for the dew point. But when looking at the satellite and radar, again, earlier this morning, you see that line of storms that moved through southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Those were stronger, but we did have a mostly quiet morning across western parts of Wisconsin, as is again the case for most of the afternoon and into the evening. Now later on tonight, we'll just have a couple variable clouds from time to time, and then looking ahead at tomorrow, more of the same. Areas to the south likely seeing more cloud cover. Meanwhile, towards Chippewa Valley and especially further towards the north, that's where we'll have more in the way of sunshine. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, showers and storms possible south of I-90, but the rest of us, again, staying dry. And then looking ahead at Sunday, more of the same. More sunshine and, again, dew points mostly around that 60-degree mark. Mostly sunny for today. 87 degrees your forecast high in Eau Claire. Before tonight, dipping to the low 60s. Variable clouds hanging around. But again, repeat over the weekend and then warming up to the low 90s on Monday before a cold front moves through and unfortunately does look to bring some chances of showers and storms going into Tuesday evening. Those linger on into Wednesday as cooler temperatures head our way towards the middle to end of next week as highs remain in the mid to upper 70s. Now for our Sunshine Award today, Mitchell Glasbrenner would like to nominate Dorothy and Kevin Foles and says, both of my bosses are amazing in the care they show to everyone. They have a very positive attitude towards customers and coworkers. Now, if you'd like to nominate someone, send us an email or head over to our website at weau.com.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for those storms and possible storms and showers on Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it seems like we're very dry, and then when there's big events or holidays coming up, that's when we have those showers and storms.
Yeah, and weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.